Goodbye!
That's insane.
Ah! Say goodbye to Bingo, everybody. Goodbye to the people, says Bingo. Goodbye.
Bye, Bingo.
Guys, it has been 11 months. No, not 11 months since Haminations posted a new video, even though it feels like it. But 11 months since that fateful day where I showed my girlfriend Lola Haminations. An absolute banger. Everyone has wanted a sequel to this for ages, and I am finally doing it. What do you think of Haminations?
Honestly, I really like the colors in his videos. I did not know he's at least like 6 foot, right?
Yeah,
I honestly didn't expect him to be that tall because in his videos he looks shorter.
I am going to show Lola 2 of the greatest Haminations videos of all time. These are absolute classics. We're gonna show her the absolute GOAT, the #1, and my childhood obsessions. Wow! I say let's honestly just start with the GOAT.
Yes.
And then we'll go to the mini GOAT. No theme song for this series because we're still getting copyright claimed anytime I try to do a Haminations video. So this is just for you guys.
Hey, Brenner, if you jump off this cliff right now, I'll give you a penny.
No!
Oh. Hi, I'm Bryson, and a while ago I made a video about the times I almost died and the times I got hurt really bad. But that got me thinking about the other injuries in my family, and one sibling came to mind, one who had dodged the grasp of death more times than I can count. The sibling who had little to no regard for his own mortality and would regularly hurt himself. The wild child, if you will. The youngest brother, Brenner.
Were you or your brother like that at all growing up? Did one of you get hurt way more often than the other one?
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah, why?
Well, one, my left knee can dislocate technically at any time. I think it's because I have like a weak ACL or something. There was a lot of times where I was running at school, running outside, going down the stairs, and my knee pops out of place, and then it pops back in, and then I fall and I stumble, and then I can't walk for like a couple weeks.
The youngest brother, Brenner. This is gonna be a long video because Brenner gets injured a lot. I don't want to cut out good stories or do a part 2, so let's just sit down, relax, grab some popcorn, and laugh at my brother's pain. Now, almost all of Brenner's injuries were self-inflicted. However, I think it's only right we start the video with Brenner's very first injury, the one he got from me. Brenner had recently been born, and my parents invited me into their room to say hi to my new baby brother.
Lost it when I saw this.
As I said hello to him, he reached out his hand and scratched my chest. Now, obviously, Brenner was just a baby. He had no control of his body and was just moving around. But my 4-year-old brain could not let this slide. How dare you? First, you come into my house, take my spot as the cute youngest child,
lost it when I saw
and take all the attention
this.
from my parents, and now this? I offered you my hand in friendship, and you attacked me. You must pay recompense for your actions.
Is he gonna slap him?
Hey, no, stop, just calm down, don't do it.
My parents tried to stop me, but it was too late. I reached out and scratched him back.
A newborn baby! Like the most fragile thing on the planet. That freaks me out. What if Brenner, like, forever had, like, a giant, like, claw mark on him because of that?
Then he could say he turns into a werewolf every full moon.
Yeah, he could probably say that to an incredibly gullible person.
He began to cry, and my parents put me in timeout. Little did Brenner know, his pain had just begun. Okay, in all seriousness, I felt really bad for what I did. Even now, I still regularly apologize to Brenner about it. But he can't even remember it, so he doesn't care. Brenner, my conscience has really been getting to me lately.
Yeah, good point.
And I'm so sorry about what I did.
Dude, that was 17 years ago. Can you just move on? I forgive you, okay?
Thank you. I love you, Brenner. I'm so glad I could get that off my chest. Remember in my pain video where my brother Brody slammed the door in my fingers?
No. Yes.
Yeah. Apparently that experience runs in the family. Brody walked through a door as a young Brenner was sticking his fingers in the hinges, and Brody slammed the door again. Brenner's fingers bent every which way.
If I had a nickel for every time I slammed a sibling's fingers in the door, I'd have 2 nickels. That isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice.
Luckily, Brenner's fingers didn't break, and the doctors fixed him up.
Gosh.
Feel better soon, buddy, and don't get into any more trouble.
I will make no such promises.
One time, me and Brenner were playing tag, and rather than be tagged by me, he jumped into a busy street and a car barely avoided him. I guess Brenner was more willing to die than lose at tag.
I mean, yeah, that's how it goes, right? Sibling rivalry's intense. Would you say that you would go to those lengths to not get tagged?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'd sacrifice my brother to not get tagged.
You'd run ahead of the car and let him get hit by the car.
If my brother's watching this, I wouldn't, okay?
Okay.
Brenner was more willing to die than lose at tag. Would you rather die a terrible death or...
Definitely death.
Wait, I didn't hear the other option.
Death.
I genuinely don't know why he is so accident prone, but this next story was no accident. You know how sometimes your mom has a really good friend, so she decides to make you hang out with her friend's children, but you don't like them? Yeah. When I was younger, my mom sent me and Brenner to play with the neighbor kids.
I don't
Jake
think
and
it ever
Steven.
happened.
The main reason I didn't like Jake was because he said, "Your sister is so hot." Brittany was 18. Jake and I were 8. Have you considered shutting up? Anyways, I spent the day tolerating Jake's shenanigans, but eventually I hid from him on the front porch and watched Brenner and
This
Steven
one
play in
freaked
the
me
front
out
yard.
too.
Come here,
no.
Brenner, I want to show you something.
This one freaked me out
Brenner walked
too.
up to him. Steven
No.
grabbed his hand,
No.
reached into his pocket, and pulled out a pair of scissors and started cutting Brenner's fingers. I ran over to them to check on Brenner. His fingers were bleeding and he was crying.
Isn't
I
that
slapped the scissors
horrible?
out of Steven's hand, grabbed him by the arm, and forced him
That's
inside to his
insane.
mom.
Yeah.
Steven just cut Brenner's fingers with scissors.
Oh, Steven, you're so silly.
Oh, Steven. What? That's it? I was shocked.
Yeah, end
Call my
him.
mom right now so she can pick us up. We're leaving. We left, and Brenner's fingers healed just fine. But still, that reaction from the mom was
That's
not
so
okay.
weird.
Psycho.
Luckily, I
Well,
never
that's
had-
how do you think the kid got to normalize that behavior? His mom is a sociopath. Like, that is how that happened.
What did his mom say?
Probably something, probably something behind closed doors. Probably something that Bryson did not hear.
Luckily, I never had to go to that family's house again. Reminds me of another time Brody was really young and another boy was punching him. My
That
mom
happens.
took the kid to his mom and told her that his son was hitting Brody, and all she did was say, "Soft hands, Hunter." Soft hands? How about punishing your kid for hitting a stranger?
You clearly don't know how to discipline children. Here, I'll show you how it's done.
Oh no. No.
Controversial.
Brenner's injuries were caused by him wanting to grow up fast and to keep up with his older brothers. For example,
My turn. Bryson doesn't need training wheels on his bike, so neither do I.
No, that's not true. Brenner, you need them. No!
Let me try.
but one time, Brenner tried to set a trend that the other brothers
That's
would
like my
follow.
worst fear.
Consequences.
Really? On a
This
trampoline?
next story is
Yes.
I jumped on my bed as a kid and like landed on the floor on my neck and it did nothing. It did nothing to me.
Maybe that's why you always say your neck is so thick.
Yeah, it did nothing. See? No, normal, right? It didn't do anything.
It's just go like this.
Yeah, that's how I'm supposed to have. But the joke was that my posture was horrible from that happening.
Oh.
But yeah, no, I was just fine.
This next story is the real reason I made this video. I'm
This one's the
honestly
real
still
rip-off.
surprised that Brenner survived this. It was bad. In our basement, we had a tall exercise machine that looked like this. Brenner decided that he wanted to climb it and jump off it
Oh
onto
my
our
God.
beanbag
Oh, no.
for fun. However, this time it went
Metal
horribly wrong.
machine.
Brenner pushed the beanbag close to the machine, climbed up, and jumped head first with the same regard for his life that a Minecraft player has when seeing one block of water at the bottom of a cliff. Part of the beanbag covered the exercise bench, which extended out, hiding the big metal part underneath. Brenner thought that since there was part of the beanbag there,
It was
would
chill.
be soft. But his head slammed through the beanbag into the metal part, and he split his forehead wide open. Mom and Brittany came running into Brenner crying with blood all over him.
It's something I would have done
freaked out
for
and
sure.
dashed him out of the house to take him to the hospital. I only caught a glimpse of him as they ran out, but I could tell it was bad.
Oh my god.
Brittany and Mom later told me that they could see Brenner's skull through the gash in his head. My dad sent me to a friend's house so they could watch me while my parents took care of Brenner. I remember sitting on their stairs, terrified that I'd never see Brenner again.
Yeah, guys, workout equipment is like the least thing you should use to play with in the world. Like, you're literally better off messing with concrete surfaces than messing with gym equipment that is iron. Literally like the worst thing to climb on or play with or misuse in any way.
I'm terrified. I don't think I've ever had an injury that crazy. I've actually never broken a bone either.
You're one of the lucky ones. I don't know if this is wood, sweetheart. You gotta find some wood to knock on.
Have you broken a bone?
No. Well, I mean, as far as I know, I probably fractured some toes and stuff.
I remember sitting on their stairs, terrified that I'd never see Brenner again. God, please hear my prayer. If you make Brenner be okay, I promise I'll never be mean to him again.
Okay.
At the hospital, since Brenner was so accident-prone, they kept pointing to cuts on his head that were from previous shenanigans. Is this cut old or new? Is this cut old or new? Is this old or new? Finally, my sister was like,
the gaping gash on his forehead, that is new. Forget the rest of it, fix that.
Yeah!
Somehow the doctors patched him up. I think they even had a plastic surgeon involved in fixing his head. When I next saw Brenner, he was up on his feet with 25 stitches in his head.
Oh, 25 stitches.
Phew!
That's a lot of
I thought you were
stitches.
gonna die, Brenner. I'm so glad you're okay. Anyway.
Yo!
Brenner still has a massive scar across his forehead, but thanks to the doctors, he was okay. Brenner, can you please calm down on the injuries? You're gonna die if you're not careful.
It's not hard to die. I could do it like right now. But like number two.
That's Childish Gambino talking.
It's not hard to die. I could do it like right now. But like number two.
Another time, a young Brenner was using the bathroom and found a bottle of painkillers on the countertop. They were coated in a sugary glaze to make them go down easier. So Brenner took the pills one by one and sucked on them until they ran out of sugar, then spat them out. He did this over and over and over, and from sucking on the pills, he got sick and passed out.
I'm tired.
Mario.
My mom discovered Brenner unconscious on the bathroom floor, surrounded by pills. What? And once again, the doctors proved why it's good to go to college. Not for me, though, but as for you guys, good for you. I don't know how they saved him, honestly. I don't really know how doctors work. For all I know, they could have removed all of Brenner's blood, which was tainted with drugs, thrown it away, then pumped him up with fresh blood. I don't know. Another time, he swallowed a bunch of coins, and again, my parents rushed him to the hospital where he was x-rayed to show a pile of coins and
Crazy.
They told my poor parents.
See, the problem is he ate 1 nickel for every time that he almost got hurt.
If I had a kid like this, I would lose my mind.
You'd be like, I'm tired of dealing with this crazy idiot.
I think I would have died too.
But no, Brenner, how much cash are we talking here?
They told my poor parents to dig through his waist until they got all the coins.
Why?
He was like a piggy bank,
To
but way
keep
more disgusting.
them?
No, to count how many he ate.
But just x-ray him. They don't know how many he ate.
They did give him an x-ray first, and then the doctor said...
so x-ray him twice to make sure. That's literally easier than digging through the matter. I don't know, call me
Well, I guess it's because, like,
crazy.
you have to make sure that they're passing.
Sure.
When did the video come out?
Yeah.
Healthcare is upgraded.
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely way different now.
He was like a piggy bank, but way more disgusting. Honestly,
Yay.
with how often Brenner visited the hospital, I'm surprised they didn't have a special section of the hospital just for him. This next story is surprisingly the only time that Brenner has ever broken a bone. You would think at this point that he would have no bones left because of how often he gets hurt, but nope, he still has bones. My family has a small motorcycle that we call Big Bertha. It's fun to ride around on, but it has no suspension. It is 2 wheels and a motor. That's it. One day,
2 wheels
Brenner
and a
was driving,
dream.
and despite knowing that Big Bertha had no suspension, he decided to ride it off a curb. The bike bounced, Brenner swerved and lost control, and he went head over handlebars.
No.
He landed on his arm and totally snapped his wrist. One hospital trip later, and Brenner had a cast. He wanted his cast to be unique, so he asked me to paint it to look like Thanos' gauntlet.
Wow.
So I got the paint out and painted it as best I could to look
What
like
a
the
good
gauntlet.
brother,
It
huh?
looked pretty cool in my opinion. But then later, Brenner's arm got itchy. The doctors told him that his arm would be itchy at first, but that if he ignored it, the itchiness would go away.
Exactly.
They also specifically told him to leave the cast alone and to not shove anything into the cast to try and scratch his itch. However, the itch got the better of Brenner. So without consulting anyone, he grabbed Brody's glasses and started shoving the long end into his cast in an attempt to scratch his itch. He pulled the glasses out only to realize that the little rubber covering had slipped off and it was now stuck in the cast. Determined to scratch his itch and recover the rubber cover, Brenner somehow removed all of the soft wrappings underneath the cast, leaving only the hard outer shell. Brenner had scratched his itch and was satisfied.
That is just a pure ADHD moment. Completely self-sabotaging your cast because of an itch and just not worrying about the consequences at all. Just like, no, I have an itch. I am going to scratch it. This is just what I'm doing. Whatever stupid methods I have to use to scratch this itch, I'm gonna do it. That was me as a kid, absolutely.
I can't believe it. He was able to pull out all the stuffing. Like, did his arm, like, not hurt?
Yeah, I know.
In there?
Right?
Like, what if he re-broke his wrist?
They had him on that good stuff. He was like, I'm a But what they really should have had him on was an antihistamine so he wouldn't itch as much, and then that would have fixed the whole thing. My advice, by the way, guys, when it comes to itchiness, I never itch a mosquito bite. If I get a mosquito bite, I let it ride, and then it doesn't itch anymore. And when I discovered that, my life changed forever. Mosquito bites are no longer a problem for me.
Brenner somehow removed all of the soft wrappings underneath the cast, leaving only the hard outer shell. Brenner had scratched his itch and was satisfied.
Sometimes.
Then Mom walked in and saw what Brenner had done. They went back to the hospital and explained the situation. Can you imagine being a doctor and setting someone up with a nice cast to help them heal, and the next thing you know, they ruined it?
I feel like the maid. I just cleaned up this mess. Can we keep it clean for 10 minutes?
They had to cut off his Thanos cast and make another one for him. Brenner got home and asked me to paint his new cast. No, I spent a lot of time painting that last one and you ruined it.
Yeah.
How do I know you won't ruin it again?
Come on, man, just paint it again.
No!
Why should I be penalized because of your sloppiness?
So Brenner went... Do you recognize what that's from? That's Breaking Bad. That's
Walt, yes.
Walt talking to Jesse.
Why should I be penalized because of your sloppiness?
So Brenner went around wearing a lame blue cast rather than a cool Thanos cast. A few months later, the doctors took off the cast and they realized that Brenner's arm had healed crooked. It was literally like a 15-degree angle. My mom pointed this out and the doctor said, yeah, well, it's within the range of crookedness that we consider to be acceptable, so we're just gonna leave it like that.
What?
L arm.
That's easy for you to say. You're not the one who has to live with a crooked arm. Fix his arm and do it right this time.
How would you even fix it?
So the doctors explained that in order to fix it, they would have to re-break Brenner's arm, angle it correctly, and recast it.
Oh, no.
Yep.
Wait, what?
Hold them down.
Wait, no.
So they did that and Brenner's arm eventually healed correctly, but not without pain. Now you would think that after breaking his arm on Big Bertha that Brenner would never touch that thing again, right?
Oh no, it's Bertha time.
Let me tell you one last story. One day, me and Brenner got bored and decided to go for a ride. Him on Big Bertha and me on my go-kart.
Wow.
We chased each other around a parking lot, but then I thought, how can I make racing around more interesting?
Bumper cars.
And my mind went to my favorite racing game, Mario Kart. You know, the game where you destroy your enemies by throwing items at them.
Yeah.
So I decided to drive by Brenner and throw my flip-flops at him. We went back and forth throwing flip-flops at each other like green shells for some time. Then I zoomed by and got a good flip-flop strike on Brenner, and he wanted to retaliate with something stronger.
Oh no.
He grabbed a big tree branch and drove towards me.
Oh my gosh.
He swung the branch and I swerved out of the way. But the branch was so heavy that swinging it threw Brenner off balance. He swerved and flew over the handlebars once more.
Again? Freaking again?
Brenner was scraped and bruised, but luckily nothing broke. And he finally learned his lesson, and he doesn't
No
drive
more
Big
Bertha!
anymore. But I do.
When will you learn? When will you learn the consequences?
That was a perfect voice.
Lightning round. We visited a janky aquarium that let you swim with sharks, and a bamboo shark bit Brenner's finger. Brenner went to a trampoline park, attempted a stupid trick, and landed on his head and had to wear a neck brace for a few weeks. Brenner and Brody went kayaking. Brody tried to splash Brenner with the paddle, but it skipped off the water, slammed into Brenner's face, and cracked his front teeth. A car almost backed over him as a child, but he hung onto the bumper while being dragged, and my sister stopped the car to save him.
Wow, that's terrifying.
His friend accidentally shot him in the forehead with a BB gun, and his forehead still has a dent. In conclusion, Brenner's guardian angel is built different, because she has saved Brenner more times than I can count. And as much as I make fun of him, I am grateful for that. As he has grown, I think he has gotten a little less accident prone. Let's hope it keeps going in that direction, because I'm pretty sure he has used up all of his 9 lives. God has sent his soul back to the living world so many times at this point that if Brenner shows up there again, God might just say, "Oh, forget it," and keep him. Well, hey, it could be worse. At least his soul is going to heaven.
So silly, so silly.
He needs a good luck charm to protect himself, honestly. That's way too many accidents in a normal life.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, hopefully it's been smooth sailing since then. I mean, we haven't had an updated video.
So he's still alive.
I mean, yeah, I've met him. I've met him. He's chill. He's a cool guy. He also had Bryson... I don't want to say this, but like, I think he also like matured at the same like age that Bryson did, you know?
What age was that?
Well, it's like they didn't have their growth spurt and their voice didn't drop until they were like 21.
Oh.
Is what I'm saying. Same thing with Bryson. I think it was the same deal. I don't know. I'm no Brennan expert or I'm no Brexpert, you know what I'm saying?
Brexpert.
Now let's keep it moving.
Welcome to Hogwarts, students. A magical school that is totally safe all the time.
Wow.
Ooh. Mr. Bryson, no flying into Great Hall.
What the?
Don't worry, I can control this broom perfectly fine.
So what happens when you get drafted into Hufflepuff? Troll in the dungeon! Oh no, the basilisk! A Dementor!
There's spiders in Harry Potter?
Okay. Yeah, I meant to ask, have you seen all the Harry Potter movies? I forgot.
No, you always
And
ask me
why
that.
didn't you?
Okay, the train scene in the first movie.
Oh, right.
Ron got cursed, and so he's sitting there with a bucket as all 3 of them are talking, and he literally throws up slugs in the bucket, and that traumatized me as a kid. I didn't see the rest of the movies. I'm terrified. No more slugs.
Yeah.
If I see a slug on the street,
Well, I mean, valid. Wait, so if you see a slug on the street, you think of Ron from Harry Potter, not just that slugs are gross?
Well, I don't like slugs in general.
Hi, I'm Bryson, and today I want to tell you about all the things I was obsessed with when I was a kid.
Wow.
Let's start with the first one.
Trains!
I was obsessed with trains as a kid, especially Thomas the Tank Engine. Wow, Bryson, trains are
That's
stupid.
cringe!
Why don't you play with action figures or something?
Get him, Bryson. Run him over. The good old days. The good old days. I think I remember contemplating using this as the thumbnail picture when I first reacted to this video, because this is a banger drawing. Love it.
I used to watch the show, my parents got me the little wooden toys of the trains, and my dad even made me a train table to play with them on.
That's so
Thomas,
cute.
look out! There's a child on the tracks!
I like
his
trains.
brakes are broken! He can't stop!
I like trains.
They are now dead. Thomas is tormented by his actions and turns himself in to the train authorities. Thomas is charged with 1 count of accidental manslaughter and will face 10 years in train prison. Honey, I think Bryson overheard you watching Forensic Files again.
I love
I
Forensic
loved
Files.
Thomas so much that my parents even took me to meet Thomas in real life. See? There he is.
That's the real guy.
I love trains
was
so much
that?
that I created
It's a
my
real
own
guy.
train sona, Bryson the Tank Engine. Choo-choo. That's not true.
Creative name.
My favorite part of the show was watching the trains crash.
Oh.
There was one episode where Gordon crashed through a bunch of stuff and basically died. Masterpiece. Also, speaking of the show, I don't approve of the new...
I've seen some of the episodes.
I want to know how old Bryson was, because I think I maybe watched one episode when I was like 2 years old, because I just had to. You aren't in control of what you do with your life at that age. Never in my even childhood life did I have any interest in watching this. This just looked like trash to me forever. This always looked so bad and
Haven't
stupid.
you heard the, like, there's autism and then there's train autism?
Yeah, I'm very autistic, and I
trains.
didn't care for Thomas the Tank Engine. No, it's not only autistic people who like this. Lots of just kids like...
You were about to say boring.
I was gonna say boring. Yeah, this show's boring, bro. We literally had season 2 and 3 of SpongeBob, and you chose Thomas the Tank Engine. That's sad.
Also, speaking of the show, I don't approve of the new CG Thomas stuff. Ugh! I only like the original stuff where they used actual model trains and then crashed those model trains into stuff. One time when I was like 3, I was making a crash scene with my trains and I accidentally crashed them a bit too hard and Thomas got a little bit of his paint chipped off. And this bothered me. He was no longer perfect.
Sorry,
so what did I do? I flushed him down the toilet, of course.
Oh, no.
Absolute dingus.
He flooded the system.
A while later, my parents realized that the toilet was clogged. My parents called a plumber, and after hours of trying, the plumber angrily said, "Ugh, there's nothing I can do. I've never encountered a toilet I can't unclog. You're gonna need to buy a new toilet." So they let the plumber smash the toilet open to see what had clogged it. It was a big wad of toilet paper, and at the center was my Thomas train. So we got a new toilet, and I got a new Thomas. Imagine
Wow!
He still got a new Thomas.
No consequences. Just, okay, new Thomas. That's how we do it here.
Imagine being a plumber and having your perfect record broken by none other than Thomas the Tank Engine. My heart goes out to that guy. Anyways, a while later, Thomas got chipped again.
Hey,
so
you can't stop the train in GTA 5. You can't stop the Thomas in GTA Toilet.
I love watching those You Can't Stop the Train videos on YouTube.
Yeah. Anyways, a while later, Thomas got chipped again, so obviously, I flushed it again. Bryson! Fortunately, my dad managed to fish that one out, and he said to my mom, maybe you should get him a toy that he can't flush. Also, do you think we should spank him? Yes. Okay, on to the next obsession.
Did you ever play the recorder?
Harry Potter, woo!
Yes.
Me too.
You know what's crazy though? There was a spider in my recorder.
No.
At all times. Yeah, can you believe it? Like, I think a spider was in my parents' house, was just at the end of its days and just crawled into the middle of my recorder.
Well, how did you know?
It was just always there. I looked at it through light, but it stayed in there the whole
You never took it out? What if you accidentally inhaled it? You never breathed through your recorder when you were playing? Like,
that'd be horrible. Well, if it wasn't going out when I was blowing it certainly isn't gonna come in when I breathe in, but no, I don't breathe in recorder air. Are you crazy?
Well, that was rude.
I mean, I did.
I've loved this stuff since I was a kid. Me and my friends used to run around the playground holding sticks and pretending to be wizards. In fact, this one kid, Josh, and his family were super into Harry Potter as well, so much so that the mom made it a rule that you couldn't point a wand at someone and say the killing curse. You do know that magic isn't real, right?
That's funny.
Yeah, they were a weird family. They were also all redheads, just like the Weasleys.
Wow.
So that was the first red flag. Hair color stereotypes are not nice. Gingers do have souls.
Yeah.
Whatever you say, stupid blonde.
That one is actually true in my case. I'm still gonna beat you up, though. I understand. Look, I'm feeling generous today, so I'm gonna give you a pass. But know this.
Don't believe him. Don't believe him.
If you
Don't believe him.
cross me again, I will end you. Understood? Understood. Thank you. Also, one time on the
Wow.
trampoline, Josh got gum in my hair, and I never forgave him for that. Avada Kedavra!
Oh, he said the
Oh
spell.
shoot, magic is real. He's just tired. I also loved it when my parents would let me get Harry Potter Legos, because then I got to build the magical world I loved so much.
Wow.
I liked being able to build cool stuff. Legos are cool. Wow, Bryson, you still build Legos? Grow up. Legos are toys.
What did I say? What did I say?
I warned you.
It's a highly sophisticated
interlocking brick system.
The box for this one said ages 8 to 14.
That's a suggestion.
Anyway, back to Harry Potter. The sorting ceremony will now begin. Mr. Bryson, please step forward. Oh, I know just what to do with you. Hufflepuff.
Yep, sounds about right.
Why are you crying?
That's why he's an Hufflepuff.
What house were you in?
Lie, I was pretty upset when I took the...
When I did a test when I was like 22 and it said Slytherin.
Oh, are we done? What are we? Are we Gryffindor? Come on, we want... Slytherin!
How could this happen to
Slytherin! You kidding me? Doesn't that mean I'm like evil? Slytherins are very determined and ambitious. Okay. Alright, so far so good. Although you usually work best individually, remember the importance of close friendships to help you up when you're down. Okay.
I don't know what I'd get now. I'm not doing it for a video. Maybe for a short. I'll do it for a short, maybe.
I just want to know what you are.
We should do it. We'll do it.
Feeling a light Hufflepuff.
No, are you kidding me?
Well, I don't know what the houses mean though.
We should do it for a short, honestly. We should do a short of doing my Harry Potter house.
Not gonna lie, I was pretty upset when I took the online test and figured out that I really am a Hufflepuff, aka a disappointment. I was also sad when I turned 11 and didn't receive a Hogwarts acceptance letter. Turns out Hogwarts isn't real. It's a hard pill that you just gotta swallow. The reality shifting community is still struggling with that one. Actually, Bryson, reality shifting is real. This TikTok told me so, and you can project your consciousness to other realities and nope, not real. Moving on.
When did this come out?
Get him, Bryson! We live in the real world! All right, and now here's Bryson in Bikini Bottom.
Harry Potter will always hold a special place in my heart because it inspired me to be a creative and imaginative person. And that the most powerful magic of all is love.
Wow.
I love you. The power, it's too much!
Oh.
See? Look how powerful my love is. He's fine, by the way. He's just tired.
Yeah.
Actually, that gives me an idea. Hey, Voldemort!
You dare utter
He
my
said the name!
you filthy mudblood!
I love you!
Mudblood.
See? Love! Woohoo! Now let's go on a date, Harry. Wait, I mean Harry Potter isn't real. Ha ha ha. Anyways, they made an entire theme park of Harry Potter, and it's freaking awesome and magical and I like it. In fact, when I went there, I got chosen to do the wand shop ceremony thing.
Oh.
Give the wand a wave and we'll see if it's meant for you.
Wingardium Leviosa.
That's the wrong one.
He's just tired. Next obsession.
He's
Animals.
tired.
I used to love catching frogs and then racing them against each other.
I caught
If my friend had a
tadpoles
pet,
before.
I would insist on holding it and petting it. In fact, my discovery of YouTube was just me watching videos of hamsters for hours on end and begging my parents to let me get one. And eventually, they finally caved and got me one.
Yeah.
The day I got him, me and my family were watching the Bee Movie. So
I
I
love
named
that
my
movie.
hamster Barry. Short for Barry B. Benson, of course. But then I decided to introduce Barry to my dog Duke without consulting my parents. Rest in peace, Duke. Duke slowly sat down, gave him a sniff,
Did he eat him?
and very gingerly murdered Barry right in front of me.
Yeah. Yeah, I would never let Bryson anywhere near our muffins. Well, I'm gonna get a muffin. Guess who we have? We have
Bingo!
Oh my gosh, he's watching us.
Yeah, we got Bingo on the track. All right, Bingo, you gonna hang out with us really quick?
I wish he could run on the table and just stay there with us.
Just climb on my shoulder. But yeah, Bingo, we would never let Bryson anywhere near you, bro.
Murdered Barry right in front of me.
We would never let you near a dog or a
And
cat.
that's why I don't watch the Bee Movie anymore. Rest in peace, Barry. The next morning, Mom took me to the pet store and got me another one.
Oh my gosh, this
I wasn't expecting that.
This parenting style. Bryson will destroy something that his parents buy him, and then immediately they'll just buy him a new one. Is that really a good way to teach your child to not destroy things? I personally am not sure.
The next morning, Mom took me to the pet store and got me another one. I named him Oreo, and he lived a long, happy, natural hamster
He's
life
so cute.
of 2 years.
Oh.
They
No, that's
don't
normal.
live that long. Also, one time I was at a friend's house, and he had 2 little twin brothers. They were given 2 pet guinea pigs the day before, but they
love
had
guinea
already
pigs.
died because the boys were convinced that guinea pigs could fly. So
That's
they took them on the
horrific.
trampoline and tested their
That's
theory.
crazy.
Oh
That's
my
crazy.
gosh. Yeah, I lost my mind when I first watched this video. Honestly, Cameron, can you go and get the clip?
So they took them on the trampoline and tested their theory. Rest in peace.
Oh my gosh! No! No! This is making me so sad, Bryson! The violence is supposed to be cartoon shenanigans, not real life animal sadness. No! This is making me so sad. Oh my gosh.
I love guinea pigs.
Guys, muffins can't
at that
fly
time, I also
either.
had a pet guinea pig named
Bingo
Link.
probably thinks
and
he
the
can,
boys
though.
with tears in their eyes asked, "Our guinea pigs died. Can we have your guinea pig?"
What?
And that was when I learned the valuable lesson of how to say no to people. Speaking of death, I've mentioned that my parents keep chickens in the backyard, and one of them is named Ham. Well, Ham is actually Ham 2.
Crazy.
Rest in peace, Ham 1. My sister's dog got her.
Bingo 1. Oh, I love chickens too.
On a
Oh
more
my
positive
gosh.
note, meet my new son. His name is Bo, and he's a dog.
Yeah.
How can a dog be my
You didn't
son?
know that?
He's
No.
adopted. Duh.
It's
He is cute, and I love
B-E-A-U,
him,
though.
and you should love him too. Him and our family dog Dixie are friends, but Dixie is getting pretty old, so he's a little too high energy
Okay,
for her
Bingo.
sometimes. I've been bombarding my friends
He
with
looks like he's
pictures
gonna
of Bo, and they are
jump.
so tired of it. So now,
Yeah, Bingo's a little crazy boy. I don't think he's as crazy as Labby. Yeah, the best time to have... Okay, no, don't put him on my skin.
Sorry.
The best way to have muffins out for videos is to wear like a big sweater or... Okay, a big sweater or a hoodie. Okay, you little crazy boy. We're gonna take Bingo Bear back in. Say goodbye to Bingo, everybody. Goodbye to the people, says Bingo. Goodbye.
Bye, Bingo Oreo.
I've been bombarding my friends with pictures of Bo, and they are so tired of it. So now, I can bombard you with them. Look at him. He's so cute.
Yay!
Bo is
So
2 years old, and I
cute.
rescued him from an animal shelter in January of this year. And I'm glad to have him. He can be a stinker, though. He is a total thief. He steals stuff off the counter all the time, and he chews on stuff he's not supposed to chew.
He's the butter
But I'm
dog.
working on training him the best I can. However, one time I had to go to the store, so I left Bo home in his crate. He had been doing good in the crate the last
He
few times
destroyed
I
that
left him in
crate,
there,
huh?
so I thought we were gonna be
This
okay.
is crazy.
But this time was different. Instead of accepting his fate like usual, he spent all his energy trying to get out of the crate by biting it from the inside. And
Insane.
in doing
No
so,
way.
he broke one of his bottom teeth. I was so sad. Bo was no longer perfect. So what did I do? I flushed him down the toilet.
That's so funny.
No. But I was really sad that he hurt himself in the crate, so I actually want to get him a tooth replacement. He's honestly such
They
a
don't
silly
grow back?
baby boy, and I love him so much.
Wow.
He's very handsome, and I get compliments on him all the time. Hey, that's a good-looking dog. Sick him!
That's what you
That
get.
was a joke. He's very friendly with people and other
Aw,
dogs.
look at the
So
little
this
chihuahua.
video was all about my childhood obsessions, but I have a confession. All of these obsessions have persisted into adulthood. I still love animals, and I still love trains. I'm not obsessed with Thomas anymore, but I still just like the way steam trains look. I even have 2 electric trains, the Polar Express and the Hogwarts Express.
Bro.
Also, so far as animals go, I've got Bo and my 2 pet tortoises, and
His
that's
tortoises?
me restraining myself.
Oh, yeah.
I want a pet pig, a pet duck, and a parrot, and a lizard, and another dog. I mean, I moved out of my parents' house, so I can do whatever I want, but I gotta hold back so that my home doesn't become a zoo.
Yeah.
Wait, he
And
moved
I'm also
out?
still obsessed with Harry Potter. I've got like all the
Yes.
Lego sets of them, and I carved and painted my own wand, and I rewatch all the movies once every few months. So, since all my childhood obsessions have persisted, we can conclude that I am still a child. A little
Pretty much.
baby man. Ha ha, stupid baby.
Oh,
He's cooked.
Wait, what? You've become so predictable, Bryson. Now it's my turn.
Well, I know 2 things. 1, I will never let Brenner near a cliff or workout equipment. 2, I will never let Bryson near a muffin.
Or his dog.
Or his dog. 3, there's something I will let you near. Because I trust you, I will let you near the last time that me and Lola looked at Haminations. This is the video right here. If you haven't seen it, make sure you've checked it out. Here's the entire playlist of Haminations videos, in case you've seen this, but you haven't seen every single Haminations video we've done. I'll see you here, I'll see you there. There's Bryson's channel. Have a good one, my friends. Goodbye.